Hi Cardinals, welcome back to Cardinals in Carts Getting Coffee. This is episode 6 and today I'm going to be talking to the Dean of Campus Life, Dr. Summerlin. So let's go see where he is. Hi Dr. Summerlin. How are you today?
Doing well, how are you doing?
Good. So I heard you're a big fan of the show.
Yeah, I've watched every episode so far.
Oh wow, who has been your favourite so far?
Well, you know, I think I'd have to give a shout out to Dr. Evans for all he did and setting the standard with the first episode.
Yeah, that was a really good one with Amelia. So thanks for joining us, Dr. Summerlin. It is our first episode of the new year. So have you got any New Year's resolutions for yourself?
I think for me right now, I've been trying to get a little better at taking just time to relax, do some reading, you know, kind of have those. I'm really bad about going to like a Barnes & Noble, grab a bunch of books, buy them, come home, and they sit and gather dust. So
read them.
So I've gotten to where now I actually have one upstairs and I'm trying to do about a chapter a day.
Great. Well, the whole point of this episode is getting coffee. So tell the viewers what your coffee order is.
Well, so what I have here is just a grande ice mocha, you know, good little bit of sugar in the morning.
So you need a bit of coffee and a bit of sugar to get you going. But it is Monday today, so more coffee is needed.
That is it.
So obviously you're here at UIW, you're Dean of Campus Life, but tell us a bit more about your background before UIW. Where are you from? Where did you go to school? Stuff like that.
So I'm originally from Georgia. I've lived in several different places. I lived in Kentucky for a little bit, and of course now here in Texas. Started out working in housing and residence life about 20 years ago now. Then moved into student conduct, and now for about the last 8 years I've been in kind of that Dean of Students role.
What does that role entail? If someone was to come up to you and said, what exactly is a Dean of Campus Life, what would you tell them?
I think it's, you know, kind of a lot of different things. I would say it's, you know, it's someone who is there for the students. It's the go-to kind of resource, advocate, you know, that person who really kind of has their finger on the pulse of what's going on campus. You know, whether it's trying to develop programming, activities, to just being kind of a resource for when students are having struggles, whether it's mental health or, you know, just I really didn't know where to go, then that's where the Dean of Students office really comes in.
There's lots of resources for students, one of them being the care team. How can a student utilise the care team? What does it exactly mean?
So basically the care team is a group of professionals from around campus, and we each represent different areas. So maybe somebody from the mental health office, maybe health services, could be our student conduct, housing and residence life. And we all come together, so if a student really had a concern, they could submit a report for themselves. Hey, I'm struggling academically, I'm struggling with a mental health concern. It could be somebody reported them. Sometimes we do get reports from professors, just say a student's struggling right now, I want to get them a little extra help.
Okay.
And so our team then reviews the report, we reach out to the student, we reach out to any resources. We just try to help kind of make the process easier for the student to get those resources they need to be successful.
Talking about moving on from school, talking about yourself, some activities you like. I know you've done a bit of wrestling back in the day.
Yep.
How did you get into the ring? Are you ever going to go back?
No, so it's kind of a funny story. I was working as a director of residence life at a school, and a good friend of mine was the director of recreation, and we used to go to the gym and work out a lot, and we happened to, you know, when you're in the gym with a bunch of guys and you just start goofing off, we found out that a couple of our students were professional wrestlers.
Oh, okay.
They put together a match and invited us, and we held it on campus, had a whole professional wrestling show, and we wrestled as a tag team against the two guys.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, students came out, just had a ball watching us in the ring. And, you know, I'm probably retired now, but I'm retiring 1-0.
Okay.
We did win. So.
Oh, well, that's always good. Go on a winning streak.
Yep.
And you also you run quite a lot, is that right?
I do. Got into running probably about 10 years ago now, just one of those things. I was never a runner. I joke I was a baseball player growing up. You know, you run 90 feet and that's it. So, you know, getting into running was something that I did kind of reluctantly, but really just wanted to challenge myself.
Yeah.
And So start out doing local 5Ks, those kind of things.
Only a local 5K.
It looks small now after you've done a marathon and things like that.
I can imagine.
So I signed up for the Disney Marathon. I signed up for the Dopey, which was running a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and then a marathon over 4 days.
Wow.
And the whole family thought I was crazy. I had to train for a year for it, and
wow.
It was something else.
What do you love the most about working at UIW?
Our students are very passionate about being here, which I think really gives a great deal of energy to, when we're having programming activities or we're just, kind of walking around campus. It's really great to see that students want to be here and to be a part of that.
So what can we look forward to? What can you tell students to look forward to the rest of the semester?
Well, the great thing about our campus is, whether it's our own campus engagement office having an event, which we do have some coming up here soon. I know that right now they're in the planning for a big kind of, we don't know whether we're going to call it a prom / a party dance that we're going to do later this semester. Our Housing and Residence Life team have the Cardinals Stampede coming up in February.
Yeah.
Very rodeo themed for this time of year. But then I think a great part of our campus is we have so many student organizations and different groups that there's always something going on campus. And I think that's really a great part of this community.
How does your team contribute to that UIW community?
Working with our students for them to tell us what they're looking for. I use the example of kind of like a prom. It was a couple of years ago, we hosted a prom because students told us they didn't get to have a prom in high school.
Yeah.
And so we did a prom night and they loved it. And I think that's really what community is about. It's hearing what our students want. Their voice needs to be, at the table, and our campus activities board, our student government association are all really good about telling us, kind of what they're hearing from students, what students want to see. And our office is, kind of that middle point to keep those conversations going. So I understand that you're a student athlete.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with that?
Yes, I'm on the women's golf team. I graduate in May, so I've been here for quite, I feel like I'm a vet now, ready to leave the nest. But it's been awesome. I think we say that word community, and that's something that if you ask any student athlete here at UIW, the sense of community and knowing faces when you walk through the halls, oh, that girl's on the tennis team, you just know everyone. It's like a really good, small, tight-knit community. And that's something I love about UIW. And I'm obviously not from here. I'm not from Georgia or anywhere like that where you're from.
The accents don't give
it away.
I know,
we sound a bit different, don't we? I'm obviously from England, overseas, so coming here was such a great experience for me.
So you mentioned graduation. Have you figured it out? What are you going to do when you graduate?
Oh, the big question.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting, my major is communications, so I want to go into broadcasting, specifically sports, obviously, because I've been around sports my whole life. So I'd love to do ESPN, stuff like that. So yeah, really excited. It's scary as well, but it's exciting.
So.
It's exciting. You've been through it. It's exciting. So have to wait and see what happens.
Well, I hope to see you on ESPN.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Well, thank you. There we go. There we have it. Thank you so much for sitting down, getting coffee with me today.
I appreciate it.
And I wish you all the luck for the rest of the semester. Hope all the events go well.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Have a good rest of your week. Bye.
Thank you.
People are going to think I'm crazy. Oh, let me do that again. Oh, she said stop. where my coffee's going to be cold by the time I pick it up. Yeah, that should just goes everywhere.